Hey guys, Florida Sports Fan 18 here, and I'm back for a video. And I said I was going to do a schedule review. It's late at night. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, but I don't care. I wanted to do the schedule review. So, let's do it. I want to do the Miami Dolphins schedule review. And look at this. Wearing Tua's shirt. Got my Tua shirt on because this is his team. And we got to know who he's going to be playing against. Who's going to want to face Tua this year. So, let's get started, man. Like I said before we get started, bro, I just like to say already, enough with the Aaron Rodgers, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson trade rumors you hear that has to involve us. Brian Flores has already said it already. It's Tua's team. Nobody else's team. It's Tua's team. So, let's get started. First of all, we have all the preseason games. So week 1 for preseason, when we start the preseason, when we get back into football, will be August 14th. And we will play in Chicago to face the Bears. Then week 2, we played the Falcons at home. And then week 3, we ended on the road with the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is really weird because it's at different times. So, interesting. Okay, but let's get into the real season. Alright, first game we have the Patriots. We play for week 1 of the regular season. We start out in New England. This is fairly familiar because we did this last season when we opened up in New England, and this was kind of a loss really that we didn't get to know our team yet, but now we get to show who we are now. So play the Patriots in New England, which will be a 4:25 game. And to be honest, this is not a schedule prediction video. That's going to be coming later. Coming later in the months, probably after the preseason, a week before the season starts. Less than a week the season starts. That's when I'm going to do the season prediction. So this is not a season prediction video. I just want to let you know this is just reviewing the schedule. So week 1, we play the Patriots in New England at 4:25 Eastern. Week 2, the home game. So this is like last season. So we opened up in New England, and then next week we play our home opener against the Buffalo Bills. And I like when we played the Bills earlier because I see that we are playing the Bills a little earlier. So one thing is that I can say one good news: we're not closing with the Bills. So that's one thing good. In Miami, the season opener, not bad. I wish they could have changed it up again. And I'm kind of pissed off about this too. I wish this would be a Sunday night game, really. That one thing pissed me off that we didn't get a Sunday night game. Like, I'm happy we got a Thursday night game and a home game for Thursday night football because that's what I wanted, and probably one road game for Monday night. But you couldn't give us a Sunday night game. But this was the Sunday night game I wanted to play against, was the Bills. Come on, give the people what they want. Tua and Josh Allen matchup. That's what they want to see. Kind of pissed that there were some teams that they chose over them that were who could be possibly having a worse season than us. So I don't know what they could have done, but maybe I'm hoping there'll be a flex schedule. Maybe I'm hoping we get one. Maybe you never know. Okay, week 3 we play. In this one we play earlier the Las Vegas Raiders in Las Vegas. What a hell of a game that was last season, man. Out the last second, man. With the Ryan Fitzpatrick with the thing right there, with the grabbing the face mask right there. That was amazing ending, and got Jason Sanders in the field goal range and hit the game winner. And that kind of, we could have been eliminated that week if we would have lost that game, but we survived another week with that win. So Raiders are going to want revenge on that one, but that's going to be a good one. That will be a 4 o'clock game Eastern. Week 4, the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis Colts. Interesting. I gotta give this guy a shout out too. The Blue Horseshoe. Oh, I hope Blue Horseshoe, that's your team. Looking forward to playing your team, man. The Colts, so gonna be fun to watch. And since I mentioned Blue Horseshoe, I forgot to mention your name that nobody too. Here we go again with the Patriots one. Probably we're not going to see the Tua and Mac Jones matchup yet week 1. Probably we might see that later in the season. Something tells me. Alright, week 5. We played... Ooh, this one's going to be a tough one. And also the Colts one was a 1 o'clock game. But week 5 and... Whoa. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa. We're going to be playing Tom Brady. Which was interesting. The last time we faced Tom Brady, We won in doing. This was the last matchup between us. The last matchup where it wasn't his last game because his last game was the next game, but the last game of the regular season in his Patriot career, in the regular season Patriots career, which we beat him 27-24. That was amazing when we won in New England in our last game, and we were big underdogs, and no one expected us to win that game. But Tom Brady, we're facing the Buccaneers. This is going to be a challenge, really, but it's going to be fun to watch, really, and that will be a 1 o'clock game. Our next game, I know some people are pissed off about it, but it doesn't really bother me for this next game. We're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. Like, it's only a road game. It's a road game, so it's going to hurt the Jaguars because they're giving up our home game. It's like, I don't know why people don't. I get we're not good in London, but that was when we were a home game. The last time we were in London, played as a road team, we actually won that game. Remember in 2014 what we did to the Raiders when they were the Oakland Raiders in 2014. But it doesn't bother me that we're being the road team in London because it's not going to hurt us because we're already going to be on a road game. Like I said, it hurts the Jaguars because they're giving up a home game like they do every year. But Jaguars, that's going to be a fun one. Playing Urban Meyer's new look Jaguars, Tua Trevor Lawrence matchup. Like, I'm excited for this one, and that will be 9:30 in the morning. So, I don't know what to say. I don't know. Just, wow. All right, week 7, we have the home game against the Atlanta Falcons. Falcons? I don't know what to say about the Falcons. We'll see what happens. Definitely a home game. I know, and of course, they took Kyle Pitts, the one I wanted. So, that's what I can think of the Falcons. You got lucky, Matt Ryan, that Kyle Pitts was there to stay. Kyle Pitts was there or else they could have took Justin Fields. All right, week 8. This is going to be a Halloween game. This will be on Halloween. I'll call this the Halloween game. We'll play in Buffalo. So, getting the game. At least we're not playing Buffalo. The Bills last. At least we're not playing in the final week of the season, which is pretty good. I'm fine with that. Getting the game over, so we're not playing a game that has to matter. God, I don't know why I'm getting that nightmare feeling that about what happened with the Bulls in the last game when we lost 56-26. And that will be a 1 o'clock game. And Falcons 1-2 will be a 1 o'clock game, forgot to mention. But definitely looking forward to playing the Bills. I hope we can let's get Brian Flores his first win against the Bills. Like, the last couple of times he's played, he's 0-4 against the Bills if nobody noticed already. So, it's definitely, I want to beat the Bills. Finally, that's the team I want to beat. I wonder if now Buffalo's going to could be a good team again. Probably going to want redemption after they came a game shy close from getting to the Super Bowl. It's just their defense needs to get fixed, which I thought they did a good job of doing that in the draft. So we'll see what happens in this next open season. Okay, here's the next game. Going to be interesting. Next game is the Texans, which we don't even know if Deshaun Watson's still going to be there or not after all the stuff he's doing because he's upset because he won't get traded. But let's see. Yeah, the Texans are. Yeah, that's right. They lost J.J. Watt. I forgot they lost. J.J. Watt went to the yeah, he went to the Cardinals. Yeah, J.J. Watt. But Texans definitely going to be a different team, rebuilding Texans team. But every time I think of the Texans, I just think about Deshaun Watson, everything going on in Houston. Like, I gotta feel bad for everything that's going on in Houston. Like, definitely losing J.J. Watt, then losing an NBA star, James Harden. So, and probably losing Deshaun Watson, or like what else Houston needs. And thank God Tua is not getting traded too. It's like I said, no more trade rumors for Tua. This is his team. Like I said, that's why I'm wearing his jersey to support him. That this is his team. And Brian Flores said it is his team. All right, week 10. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. And also Texans won 1 o'clock. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the clock, mentioning the times. But the next game week 10, and here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Every time I have to say this, but every time I mention this team, like, we get our ass kicked by this team every time we play them. Like, oh my God. Whew. God, here it goes. Week 10, and it gets worse too because this is a Thursday night football game, a home game, and it's going to be against the Baltimore Ravens. Like, come on, really? Like, why would you pick this for the primetime game against Baltimore Ravens? Like, oh my God, what this team's done to us these last times we played the Ravens, we just get our asses kicked. Like, it doesn't even matter if the quarterback is Joe Flacco or like now since it's Lamar Jackson, he's gonna run his ass all over him. The last couple times we played the Ravens, you know what happened? Like that one year in 2016 when we almost missed the playoffs because of that team when we lost 38-6 2016. Then in 2017, on a Thursday night game when we were playing in Baltimore, we lost. I'm trying to remember what the score was. Oh yeah, it was 40-0. I remember that one. And of course, when Matt Moore was starting, we threw 2 interceptions and went back to the end zone. So that didn't turn out well. And then in 2019, and they do it in the preseason too, but I'm not going to count preseason. But in 2019, in Brian Flores' first game, and a game that we were all tanking, we got our asses kicked 59-10. And already in the first quarter of the game, it was already over in the first half when it was like 42-10. And one of my friends actually went to that game. And of course, I said I wasn't. People were not happy about that. And everyone was like, Tua. We're like taking it for Tua. But now, I'm hoping this is a different team that we don't get our asses kicked. I just want to beat Baltimore, man. And it's Thursday night. That's like, really, why we have to make that Thursday night? Like, I won't even care if it's a 1 o'clock game on it Sunday. But why you want to embarrass us against that team? Against the Baltimore Ravens? Like, why? Just like I said, oh my God, I wish. Okay, it's only week 10, but I would rather play that team earlier just to get it over because it's looking like we're gonna lose that game anyway. Okay, the next one, another 1 o'clock. I think most of the rest of them are gonna be 1 o'clock. Like the other ones, I don't know the times yet. But week 11, we played the New York. Okay, my mistake, my bad. We go to New York and play the Jets on November 21st. Definitely, this is going to be interesting to see how the Jets team is going to be this year. Definitely with Zach Wilson. One of my friends, somebody told me that they think Zach Wilson's better than Trevor Lawrence. But we'll see what happens. That's what somebody told me. I didn't say that. That's just what somebody told me. But we'll see what happens with the Jets team. Got some very good pieces in the draft, really. I do like some of your receivers you got. Signed Corey Davis and then draft Elijah Moore. So I do like some of the pieces you got. So, but I don't think they're quite there yet. And I do like the head coaching hiring. I can tell you already, Robert Saleh is definitely going to be a better head coach than Adam Gase. That's what I'm just going to tell you already. That I can tell you already that Robert Saleh is definitely going to be a better head coach than that guy. Anyone can be better head coach. I wonder if Adam Gase ever got picked up by another team. I'm not sure. Probably after this video, I probably will look up if he ever got picked up. Next one, Week 12 against Carolina Panthers, and this brings back some memories because I think this was Week 12 in 2013 when Dolphins were playing Carolina Panthers in Miami in 2013. I remember, and I did go to that game, and I did go to that game, and they lost that game, and they were winning the whole game, and then they lost. If the score was the score was 20-16. I remember when Ryan Tannehill was there, and Joe Philbin was the coach. Remember, Ryan Tannehill made a very deep pass, and Mike Wallace was wide open, and he dropped it right at the end zone to win the game. And then we lost the game 20-16, and it was disappointing because we led the whole game. I think there was one point we even led it 16-3, I think, and then Carolina came back and won. That was when Cam Newton was actually very good back then. That's what I said. I had to bring back a memory for that one because I remember going to that game against Carolina. All right, Week 13, New York Giants. This is the one I actually do want to go, actually. I actually want to go against the Giants because I know a lot of Giant fans, actually. A lot of friends that are Giant fans, so I definitely want to do this one. And, of course, it's at the right time in December, so I would love to do this game. And it's a 1 o'clock game. Love to do it, man. Be fun to go to. All right. And then Week 14. the Giants game. And also, wait, I forgot to mention about the Giants too. That a bunch of my friends are thinking they're gonna beat them and see how bad it is. The season hasn't started yet, so we'll see what happens. Man, we'll see what happens. We'll see how Daniel Jones does and how the Giants team does. So you gotta see what happens. Week 14, we have our bye week. So our bye week will come later in the week, which won't matter because it's because the season's being extended this year. So we and then afterwards, then we have a week 15 game against a home game against the Jets, which we've been having success the last couple years, winning at home against that team, which fine by me. And then week 16, we have a Monday night game. One of my friends is actually a big Saints fan, so Monday night game. So we're gonna see how different the Saints are gonna be this year. I'm predicting that I don't think the Saints will probably be a playoff team this year, just because they lost a lot of players and then they don't. They have this. I don't trust in their quarterback. Taysom Hill's not too bad to me. It's just like, but he mostly runs a lot than throws. And then Jameis Winston. Okay, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, the second season, it's going to be different. As different Saints team upcoming. But definitely that's the Monday night game. And brought back some bad memories, too. That we started the season 3-0 and we lost our first game to them. And we lost 38-17 to them. So, I kind of disagree. I wish this was definitely a 1 o'clock game, but can't do about it. But it's Monday night, so I said I wanted a Monday night and Thursday night, and I got that wish, and I wanted a Sunday night, didn't get that. Week 17, we play in Tennessee, the Titans, and this is where we're going to be playing Ryan Tannehill, his former team. The first time we get to play Tannehill, because we haven't played him yet since he's gotten traded to the Titans, so I'm looking forward to playing this game. Really. Probably going to be tough because Tannehill's going to show. Really going to show because mostly when quarterbacks play their former team, they're going to want to play very good. And since it's at Tennessee, we'd love to be. I wish it was at Miami, but it is what it is. Anyway, the last game of the season, I do like this and I do agree with this. We end the season with the Patriots at home, which I like that really because I'm just saying I just like that because I think we get a home game against us, and of course, if we have a chance to clinch a playoff for her, we have to win this game. This gives us an advantage. At least it's not like it cannot be like last season's nightmare that we have to win in Buffalo just to get into the playoffs. But that is it for the schedule review. So definitely thought this year I want a good season. That's what I want. And I do gotta give some shout outs too, I forgot to say. This goes to King Kyle. And definitely gotta give a shout out to that guy, King Kyle, and Jaquan NYC. If you don't know who those guys is, I did a YouTube video with them in the mock draft. You can check that in the video description below. You can go back to watch that with him. Again, even though the draft's over, but it's not going anywhere. Keeping it and it's gonna stay there for good, definitely gonna stay there. Okay. But I want to review something for King Kyle because I said the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are his team. I gotta ask him if he would definitely go to Tampa for that game against the Dolphins, because that would be a fun one right there. Tom Brady against his team. Definitely for the Giants too. This is Jaquan NYC's team, and he's the one that's saying that the Giants are going to destroy the Dolphins. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. I do agree that the Giants will probably be a good team upcoming. And I think I predicted them in Washington to compete for the division. But, like I said, that was something I forgot to mention to them. But definitely I gotta mention because I forgot to mention that those were their teams and I forgot we were playing them and I forgot to mention them while I was reviewing that. So, I'm happy I got to review that with them. But yeah, so gonna be interesting to see. And also, I want to give one more shout out too to Nobody too, man. I'm looking forward to playing. You're looking forward to the Tua Mac Jones matchup. Probably that match that's gonna have to wait probably till the last game of the season because it looks like Cam Newton will probably be your starter week 1, so we're probably gonna see Tua and Cam Newton play. But we'll see the Mac Jones match into a matchup later in the season. I'm hoping, man. But that's all that's gonna do for this video. If you guys like something, if you guys agree that you think we should have got a Sunday night game, put it in the comments below. But hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, to Florida Sports Fan 18 here, and that's all gonna do it right here. I'm Florida Sports Fan 18 here, guys. You guys all have a good night. You guys stay safe out there, and I'm out of here. Good night, guys.